Welcome back. I told you last week what we were talking about, so here we are. We are back on being prideful. This time we're talking about the athletes, the good and the bad of being prideful as an athlete. Um, First thing I'll say is, just like coaches, athletes should be very proud of any and all achievements that they get as an athlete. If you are really good at a sport, if you were just one of them genetic beasts that's just good at the sport, God bless you. you know, be thankful. And if you've earned that, you put in the work for it, and then you end up either starting or being one of the best players on your team or runners on your team, you should be proud. That is something that not everyone in today's time wants to put in that work. Not every athlete in today's time cares to put in that work. So you should be proud, and you should be thankful. If you're one of those athletes who have been blessed and fortunate enough to play for a team or a school who values you and values the athletes that you play with, and if you are surrounded by coaches who value you and actually want you to do well and are actually invested in you, not just as an athlete, but as a student athlete, and want you to go beyond where you are right now, you should be thankful, because not every athlete has that. Not every team is really focused on winning, and not every school is focused on winning teams. Please understand that. Be thankful. If you feel like you don't understand what I'm talking about, travel, go around, see different places, see different schools. Ask your friends on social media, wherever they're from. If you're a friend with someone who doesn't live where you live, ask. You'd be shocked how different things are in different places. So you should be thankful, but you should be proud. You deserve to be proud. And I'm going to go back and redefine pride for the people who may have missed last week, because there's two different types. A good definition of the good type is reasonable self-esteem, confidence and satisfaction in oneself, and self-respect, having self-respect. Definition of bad pride: exaggerated appreciation of oneself by devaluing others. So I just wanted to put both of those definitions, because I don't want to dismiss being prideful altogether, because there are a lot of instances where people don't have enough self-pride. Teams don't have enough pride in their teammates and in the culture that their team's supposed to have. So I just wanted to make sure to find both of them. A big thing for you athletes, don't just be proud of yourself, be proud of your teammates. Try to encourage your teammates. When you're done playing, no matter how far you make it, you're going to look back and you're going to think about your teammates a lot. Really appreciate your teammates. Be proud of your teammates. Don't just think about you, because you always have you. And if you only just have you for hundreds of years, you'll be very lonely. You want teammates. You want to have that family that you call teammates, and they're so important. And you don't want to have a one man show mentality. Now, I can get it if you're on that team or situation where you may be the only one trying. You may be the only one who wants to win. You may want it more than maybe your coach, whoever your coach is at the time. That is possible. That is very unfortunate. And I would hope that things would change for you. But in the more typical situation of having teammates, everyone has a part to play. Don't just make it about you. Try your best. Don't just make it about you. The reason I'm saying it in a soft way is because my experience in high school, different sports brought out different parts of me. Basketball was probably the worst version of me in terms of my attitude, because it was just me. If anyone else had a hot game, okay, whatever. I didn't, so I was mad. But then there's track that came around in my life immediately after I had officially decided to stop playing basketball, and it changed me completely. One, track humbles you. There's no politics. It's either you're fast or you're not. Or it's either maybe you are fast, but you're not the fastest. And you just lose in track. It's not oh, we should have got that rebound, or the refs didn't give us a call, or we missed free. No. You put in the work and you go out there and run or throw or jump. And depending on the work you put in, usually it determines the winner. It humbled me. And I knew I was surrounded by athletes who were so much better than me, especially when I first started my junior year. Like, it was wild. Like, so many athletes that ended up going Division I, and some end up doing professional sports that I ran with in high school. Just humbled me, because it's not about me. I'm not the best person out here. I have to work harder, and I did work harder. By my senior year, in 1 year, I was one of the best on the team in 1 year, because I put in the work. But that's not me bragging. That's not me, saying that I just am just so great. No, I was coachable in track because I was humble. In basketball, I mean, I knew I wasn't the best, but I don't know why I was delusional. Maybe I still was. There were a lot of good guys on that team who, again, even in basketball, played college basketball. But in track, because I was humbled, because I was, let known early on that you're not the best, you have a lot of work to do, it forced me to slow down and learn. I wanted to be faster. I wanted to be better. So I learned to be coachable. And I say coachable again because it's important that athletes are coachable. Whether you think you are all that, whether you may be the best player on your team, if anyone wants to be honest about it, you may be the best player on your team, but that doesn't mean you can't be coachable. And it's not just about you, because in team sports, very rarely, and I've never seen this happen, but very rarely is a team sport won because of one person. Very rarely. You can say, oh, well, he's the best quarterback and, the team won because of him. Well, I can tell you now, you put some toddlers on the offensive line, that quarterback's not going anywhere. You can say, well, he's the best shooter in the region, so they won because of him. I'm pretty sure it's hard to make contested shots, or heavily contested. Some people just got it like that, but it's hard to make heavily contested shots. So that means you have to have teammates to set screens, create space. It's not just you. Embrace being a part of a team. Embrace learning. Embrace thinking about more than just you, because you don't want it to just be you 10, 15, 20 years down the line. You look back and you just wish you could have had that family. And sports really does impact you, because yes, you do learn to build a family with people who may be strangers with you at first when you first start this sport, but by the end of it, it's family. Thank you guys for watching the video again. We'll be back next week with something different. Please like, comment, subscribe, share with other people. We're trying to get these subs up, baby. Thank you guys.